The importance of insurance in the life of a business can now be overemphasized. The sector is so important for the sustained economic growth of the country, as it remains a sure tool that helps regain whatever is lost in any disaster or eventuality. Insurance benefits in Nigeria is yet to be harnessed by all, as statistics point that 90% of the insurance policies are focused on corporate organizations, while only 10% concentrate on middle and low-income earners. The economic contribution of the low and middle class to the overall economic growth of the country is enormous, such that any disaster to these classes of people will negatively affect the economy. Ironically, this set of people are the most affected by tragedies, and it usually gets more difficult for them to get over these mishaps when it occurs because they are not covered by any form of insurance and all they have is lost in the investment. There have been cases of fire breakouts in markets, theft, robbery, and natural disasters such as flood that rendered people homeless, washing away of farmlands and farmers losing products either to pest invasion or erosion. Other factors are caused by permanent disability or death of a breadwinner as a result of occurrence of accident or natural disaster. The Deputy Director, Authorization and Policy of the National Insurance Commission, Mr. Akalio, explained in an interview the idea behind insurance, especially in helping the insured cushion the effect of disaster and mishaps.
Super rich people, for example, in the society, anywhere, not just only in Nigeria, if they lose whatever, yes, it will pain them they've lost something, but you find in most cases they can easily replace such items. They can easily replace it. They will find it difficult to replace. But there are people today, if they lose an item, i.e. their car, they may never have the opportunity to replace such a car again. Such a person or persons, these are the people who need to have comprehensive car insurance.
Mr. Akalio also mentioned insurances that are suitable for low-income earners, which can help them go through any situation of negative consequences, such as accidents and hazards in the course of carrying out business activities.
What is insurance? What is the idea behind insurance? Insurance simply is to bring you back to the position you were before the happening of the insured peril. If you have insured whatever, what insurance is doing for you is not to, if there's an accident, for example, or you have lost an item insured, the insurance is not trying to make you put you in a better position, just to bring you back into that position you were before the happening of that insured event. A typical example, you have insured your car and this car is stolen. The insurance company, their primary responsibility is to, if possible, to find a car of that status, of that age, of that make, to give you a replacement or pay you the money through equivalent.
One important aspect that enhances living a wealthy life is being educated. Mr. Akalio expatiated on how low-income earners can take advantage of education insurances to ensure their wards continue schooling, no matter the economic situation the parents or breadwinners go through.
There are people today that their children, the money that they would use to train their children, even the children that are less than 10, even in the university to postgraduate, are already there, set, either in the bank or they bought insurance. They already. But there are people who, at the end of every term, all their struggle is to do what? To raise money for the next term. Hence, you find sometimes children will not even resume school alongside with other of his or her colleagues because the parents cannot pay. These are the people who need to have insurance education for their children.
Mr. Akalio, in explaining the best time to start picking insurance, draw references from planning for retirement. He said it is best to start as soon as possible as longer-term insurances end up cheaper for the insured, but noted that children cannot pick insurances as they cannot enter into a contractual agreement. But parents can pick life insurance and other insurances for themselves that will be of immense benefit to the child or children should anything hazardous happen.
The longer the amount of premium you pay, the less it will be, right? Because if you're buying insurance for a child, i.e. that is about 10 years now, I want to buy possibly maybe for the secondary school, when they know that the next 1 or 2 years the child will enter second, definitely the amount of premium you will pay will definitely be higher. But if you have bought it for in a longer period, i.e. when the child is still under 5, definitely you'll be paying little, it will be less.
As the longer the insurance cover is, the cheaper the premium to be paid on it. These he illustrated under the classification of investment-oriented policies as against other policies that are for security purposes.
Some insurance are basically for investment. There are insurances that are pure security. We call them security. Those ones are, for example, now, maybe you want to buy what we call term assurance. Term assurance meaning that it's for this period. If you die within this period, for example, you'll be paid so much money. If you do not die, it ends. No benefit.
Speaking more on the investment type of insurance, it is interesting to know that the possibilities of insuring just about anything as long as it is valuable to the insured. For example, a musician can insure voices and vocal cords against inability to sing again and still earn an income from the insurance for the period the insurance cover.
In insurance, somebody can be what you call permanently disabled. Not because he is not working with his legs, but because the business he's doing, the part of his body, if somebody is the voice, he loses his voice and is a singer. What else is it? He's almost good for nothing.
The premium paid on these insurances are quite low. Mr. Akalio disclosed that this is so because the expected claim is correspondingly low. He further explained that the amount paid can be increased at any time in order to also increase the claims. Insurance brokers and agents are middlemen that serve as go-between for the insurer and the insured. They charge no money and always ensure the interest of the insured is protected. Mr. Aka elaborated more on the efforts of the brokers and reasons it is advisable to use them, especially to avoid bogus and ambiguous terminologies, as he confirms that there are no more hidden clauses in insurance.
The insurance brokers are out there. We have over 700 brokers scattered in all parts of the country today. You can approach any of them. They will help you buy this insurance. And I want to point out one thing. By using these professional middlemen, you are not paying a dime extra. You are not paying extra money for using them. So why don't you use them?
Cooperative societies are associations people join to achieve economic benefits. As much as it is for economic benefit, it is different from insurance policies. In Nigeria, artisans and low-income earners find it easy to join cooperative societies because of the inherent advantages, thereby ignoring insurance despite having more advantages. Mr. Aka clarifies the differences, the similarities, and how such societies and associations as a whole can benefit more from insurance. He used the opportunity to elucidate on a project of the Regulatory Commission (NICOM) that will soon be launched, which is micro-insurance.
Cooperative and insurance are not exactly the same. Right now, maybe the Commission is doing something very soon. We are coming up with what we call micro-insurance. Nigerians will be told about micro-insurance very shortly, what the Commission is doing, where we are, and what we want to do. And of course, the target of this micro-insurance are these people we are talking about now. These guys constitute more than 60% of the Nigerian population, right? They have been neglected over the years. Nobody is happy about that. And globally now, that's the attention of the insurance industry. Because, look, these are people who have been financially excluded. Some don't even have bank account. Some feel because they are not lettered, they don't even know how to go about talking about it. If you talk insurance, they don't understand. To them, insurance is for the elite.
Yes.
The insurance is for the big people. So they don't understand insurance.
He confirmed that educating the rural people on the need for this insurance has started following the flood experience in Nigeria last year. He went on to say that these insurances are designed particularly and specifically for certain areas, depending on the disaster that the area are prone to, that can be a setback for the dwellers.
If you know today that last year flood affected your village, or in the next 5 years there's always this threat. If someone talks to you about insurance, and maybe you have a good house now, I will tell you are likely to buy it.
From the foregoing, insurance have come of age and are designed to meet the needs of all citizens at different levels. So no matter what you do today or how much you earn, there are insurances that can protect against risk. Visit any licensed insurance company today to find out which cover will best suit that need. Guide yourself and your family against unwarranted setback and headache by picking an insurance policy for the asset, business, or life. Insurance is the only sure security.